Airbus A320 as usual, my only plane that I actually fly these days apart from the Aquila. But GA flying in simulators is not quite the same, so I just kind of stick to the airlines now. We're inbound to BedX 09, which is this point here, 90 ME away, on the VOR approach for runway 34 at Corfu, which is somewhere down there. You can just about see the runway there. Now, that's runway 34, that's all very nice. I'm basically going to decide during this approach what the wind is doing and therefore adjust the plan accordingly. But I would quite like to fly circling approach to runway 16 because there's no procedures for it. So it's a fully visual procedure. It's a very standard procedure that you can see. You can learn it when you do, I imagine, airline pilot training. But it's just always exciting to fly something without any visual guidance. So there we go, coming down to our green dot speed of 200 knots. I'm actually going to set flaps 1 already. So you come down to our approach speed of 180. We're going to let the plane fly it now, and basically I've got 1,500 feet set. So I'm going to allow the plane to basically fly this as an RNAV approach without using final lap mode and all of that. I could click approach and it'd go into final lap, but then it would ignore this constraint here, and I quite like it to keep that constraint, just in case I do decide that actually I do want to fly the circling approach. So let's have a quick look at the metadata again. The metadata, we're going to use medium auto brake for this approach. Arrival wise, 260 at 12, so from 3-4 that is 80 degrees, so it's basically a full-on crosswind from the left hand side. So it's either a full left crosswind or we can have a full right crosswind if we come from the other side. So I think we'll go for the full right crosswind because then it's a nice approach. So there we go, we're inbound now to the runway. We've got 180 knots. I'm going to actually reduce to 170 and then maybe flaps 2 potentially, since we're still dropping below that speed there. There we go, flaps 2. Yeah, let's go for circling actually. Let's do visual circling. You can see the wind starting to spin around now already, so we've got a slight headwind here at 9 knots. Let's turn that into a tailwind. We'll make a longer landing. We do have less landing run available on runway 16, the opposite runway, because there's a long extended threshold as we come in over the city. And we've got to watch out for that terrain ahead there, so this big mountain here basically we can't circle too far away. Since we're now at 2,000, I'm actually going to stop this at now. So 2,000, and I'm going to give us a heading about 20 degrees to the right. We'll fly that for 1 minute.
100 above.
Okay, so I'm on my 20 degree offset heading. That's going to take us somewhere over here. I'm going to fly that for approximately 1 minute, I think. Corfu traffic, Alpine 51 Alpha Quebec, visual circling runway 16, braking off.
Tequila traffic, Transavia 783 Lima, going for the RNAV approach for the runway 34.
This is a Transavia, so that's fine.
Minimum.
I'll say 1.5 minutes actually, just to get us out past this point here. So 2,000, let's descend down to 1,500. Ask for 160 knots. There's 1 minute 9, we'll do 1 minute 30, then turn parallel. Actually should have given myself more of a heading, so that's not going to be a long leg. You know what, I'll just fly this until I'm a beam. That seems fair. That's more like the procedure at Calvi in France. Steps flaps 3. Okay, so we've got flaps 3 coming in now. We're leveled off at 1,500, so we're below minimums. We're visual, so we're allowed to be below minimums at this point. Once I'm abeam the threshold, we'll turn left onto runway reciprocal heading. We'll see how long that took, 2 minutes maybe. Corfu traffic, Alpine 51 Alpha Quebec is downwind, runway 16. There you go, we're just holding 1,500 now, we've got 1009 set. low minimums, no descent, using a bit of gas to keep us going. Okay, let's say that's roughly a beam, right? Not quite yet. The threshold is actually there. No, it's not. It's not there. That's stupid. Maybe it is. We don't know. Anyway, we'll turn onto runway heading now 340. Gear down. Speed to the aircraft.
Okay,
That's full.
7 echoes on the base for runway 34, the RF approach 34, correct, traffic.
Looks good.
Traffic, Transavia 783 Lima, final for runway 34.
Oh my god, all of you. So all of a sudden they just decide now they all want to be on final. I'm gonna go for that ship. Okay, he's in like a long funnel. Corfu traffic, Alpine 51 Alpha Quebec, short final, runway 16.
$500. $100.
Corfu traffic, Transavia 783 Lima, short
50,
final runway
40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Gotta get off.
Okay, clear traffic, 783 Lima, short final, runway 34.
Alpine 51 Alpha Quebec vacating.
Expat vacating.
Yeah, done.
Okay, clear traffic, Transavia 7 echoes on long final, runway 34.
No, he's touched down, see? Everyone's fine. I just have to do a bit of slamming the brakes on and turning on the runway, but that's fine. Hey. Okay, hold the engines on, let's turn on the APU, got to give those engines a bit of time to cool down. Can turn off our lights in the meantime.
783 Lima vacated, runway 35. Transavia Fenix on final for runway 34.
152 feet per minute, 1.03 Gs, and we touch down B4, the large blocks. Was a slightly steep descent on short final, you might have seen that. Oopsie. But that's no problem. Let's see how this Transavia makes this landing. Actually, since we're waiting for the engines to cool down, I might as well just do a bit of a nice video here. There you go. See how he makes this. You can see the crab angle there. Very nice. A little bit more zoom. Let's do some judging. So we want a touchdown before the end of my screen, basically. Nice. Flare. Yep, flare. Keep flaring. Yep, good. Touchdown. Good one. Hey. Obviously I had to just sort of mess things up a bit by doing a circling approach, but they only announced themselves after I'd announced that I am brake fan on. We've got brake overheating, so you can't take off yet. I'd say the engines are now cool down, 577 or so. Let's just check the landing and time from landing. So landing 14:54, it's now 59, so we'll give it another minute before I turn the engines off. There you go. Okay, I think we can do them now. Engines off. Go into here, we'll get our crew connected. Looks very nice, doesn't it? I do like that drone focus thing. Now rotating beacon's still on. Beacon can go off now. Wunderbar. Flight is now over. 150 feet per minute. Not terrible. Final approach, bit steep, bit hectic, but recovered, I guess.